Ooh, another 250R time. Bunch of parts back there. Bunch of parts out here. So this 250R, let's see what we get here. These two boxes of parts came with it. That tank, that box of parts, I got from Brody after I bought that one. First thing we're gonna do is pull the cylinder off of this and see how screwed we really are. They said not screwed, but we'll see. Well, one bit of good news is this does look freshly bored and honed. So that's good news. Surprised we got reeds. Also looks like somebody's cracked the case recently. Hopefully the transmission's all there like he said it was. We'll see. So Ryan the other day hooked me up with a good money saving idea. Tub of gasoline. So I know gasoline's expensive. That's about $3 worth of gasoline right there, fellas. And instead of going through about 5 of these to get all these parts cleaned, which would be about 18 bucks and probably worst on the environment, the aerosol in it. I assume there's some aerosol in there, plus the cans. Check it out. I decided to tweak it a little bit because that starts getting some chunks on the bottom and it's kind of sitting in filth. So put them in this. It makes it easier. This is from my ultrasonic cleaner. It'll make it easier to get them in and out. You won't have to worry about losing bolts and washers. It also kind of gets not so clear very fast as well. So I'm gonna open this up. We're gonna put parts in here, dunk them in that, clean them, put them on that clean surface. We're gonna clean up the cases, split them, take everything out of it, clean it up again, and then start reassembling with this new crank, bearings. I got some other new parts I'll get out here in a minute, and a bunch more on the shelf. I yanked the the kick starter off, threw it in there. Look, it's already working for me there. And now instead of shaking the bucket, look, I can just shake this here a little bit, agitate it, get all that nasty stuff off that kicker. I'm gonna pull all these clutch cover bolts. My wife went through the house and cleaned some stuff out, and this was in my old office, so I've been using them to write down, 250R, maybe clutch cover. I don't usually write clutch cover on there. I just write what the machine it goes to, but nice, easy way to keep all these organized. And put the case bolts on the other side, maybe mark them. And then if, a little gasoline, take that right off. The other two motors, the clutch was a little bit different from what I remember. So we may be missing something there, but we'll find that out. He told me that bolt was missing. It sure is. It doesn't seem like anything else is missing. Well, we'll find out as we get up in there more. And there's no flywheel, but I ordered that. So it looks like maybe I'll get away with just ordering this bolt, new clutch pack and springs, send this sucker. So you can see how easy this would be for you. Look at there, all the clutch cover bolts, the clutch springs and washers and bolts. And just keep going on down, then we put her back together. Ooh, opposite direction, shoot. I'll just, just going back that way. It's real easy. I'm going in a little deeper. It looks like I'm missing the washer for this clutch basket nut as well, so I'm gonna put that on my list of stuff to get. We're gonna get all this soaking. Take that Kickstarter out. Hit it with the air compressor, call it clean, get it over here out of my way. And there's what came off of it. Nothing on this bad boy. We'll hit it with the compressor too, just in case, but I could always rinse it. See that? I'll put the clutch pieces in there. Well, this old gear's on here pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and put some heat on her just a little bit. Just try and gear free up, because I have a feeling, oh boy, come a little around, but it's starting to come out. I got the clutch basket and stuff in there soaking. All these parts cleaned up. You don't have to do it like this. You don't even have to clean it if you don't want to. Some people may think it's not enough. Some people may think it's too much. But I like to line them up like this just because then each piece goes back in order, left to right on every different mechanism, and it just makes it a little bit easier to refresh in the memory if you smoke, smoke a little doobie just to get through the day or whatever. Guys, when removing this, don't pull. The previous owner lost all 3 of the bolts apparently because they weren't in there, and this was already snapped off. And the last 250R, This was snapped off. Once you have the counterbalance out, just put you can put this right in the back. Look at it. Right inside of the bearing and just tap it out real gently. Come on, dudes. Also seems to be missing a collar behind the sprocket. So that's why manual helps. I don't have mine out right now, per se. But I've rebuilt probably 5 of these in the past 2 months. 4 of them in the past 2 months. This is the 5th. So it's fresh in my mind. But always get you a manual, especially if somebody's already been working on something, so you don't lose. You don't think that's the way Honda sent it down the line. Got everything over here that needs cleaned up. Them plates look pretty good, but I feel like a jerk not putting a new clutch in it. From left to right, just like you read. Washer, collar, bearings, this bad boy, that bad boy, that bad boy. This guy, the missing washer, this guy, the plates, that guy, that kind of thing. Makes it easy, left to right. Same thing with this. This collar goes behind these 2 gears. This goes on first. This holds it in place, and this bad boy goes on. Makes it easy. Then I can come out tomorrow and I feel like, you know what, all this makes sense. If you look at a parts diagram, it'll look like that. So if you want it to be easy on you, this is just what I recommend. I got a few more pieces in here. Time to flip that counterbalance. It's like a hamburger. You got to flip it when it's halfway done. You don't want to flip it too early, and you only want to flip it once. That's how you know you did it right. As you all know, cheap gasoline can contain moisture. So anything that's a bearing, anything that needs lube, I'm going to go ahead and lube. And tomorrow when we get it put back together, I'm going to shoot a little WD-40 on these bearings and those, and then tomorrow we'll put the actual oil on them when we reassemble it. So we got the cases tore down. I think that seal was in a little bit too far, but I don't know. Cases tore down. I got some new bearings here. He was missing a couple of case bolts, so I'm going to order some of those, but you can see that little divider's kind of handy. I got these pieces I need to clean up. The cases I need to clean up once I pull all the bearings and seals out of them. I've got everything else right here. I'd say it's all cleaned, but tomorrow we'll wipe it down a little bit and then we'll hit it with assembly oil before it all goes together. So we'll slide all these off the transmission and oil them. Everything that has a shaft or a pivot point or a bearing, pretty much everything. And then we should be putting the new crank in tomorrow. And I have the top end, the piston, the ring, so we can rebuild the whole motor. But the only thing I'll still be waiting on is a new one of these guys and a couple of clutch parts. That washer, probably going to get a new push rod set. What else was there? I got it written down. There's a couple things. That spacer for the sprocket. And a few other little doodads here and there, so I'm going to get them ordered. And a lot of other TRXs in this video. Check it out. There's a TRX over there. Here's the one we're working on. I got a front end swap for this. I hope that's going to work. We're going to find out tomorrow or the next day, but it'll be in this video. There's a TRX I got 2 days ago. Pretty decent. Got a YFZ with it. Ooh. There's another little TRX90 right here. TRX90, that's what I'm mixing the battery for. TRX250R right there. 300EX that we started working on the other day. I'm going to try and use them Fox shocks off that TRX right there and see what else. See how far off them A-arms might be. Maybe we can put them in the vise and bend them together or something and make them work. Look at there, boy. Look at there. What's up, boys? They see me? Same thing. Hot plate. Bearings out the freezer. Orion is disassembling the transmission real quick, inventorying it according to the manual to make sure that, because the previous owner, he got up in there. Yeah. I don't think he had him one of these. So we're already missing a few things for sure. Well, that one C-clipped on finally? You can get lube on it either way, huh?
That comes off this way.
Nice. What we might want to do is take all these bitches out too.
Yeah.
Make sure they're clean, get lube on the gear and the collar. And then just inside of those as best we can, and that'll be beautiful. It's pretty clean at least.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So, I soaked her, I dunked her in gasoline, carnival style. Oh shit, bunch of washers. You guys, a hammer cost $20. This hot plate costs $12. Look how easy that makes that. Do your own thing. The previous guy, he did a lot of hammering. We got some. Fortunately, where the case halves go together, it wasn't that bad. It was the clutch, right? Like the case halves are okay. They're not too dinged. But right there, he went to town a little bit.
And on the bottom side.
He went to town on the clutch cover. Get a little chip there, a couple somethings there. Screw it. Oh, on the other side of that?
Yeah.
Good, that's the outer side. Oh, this is the outer side.
Yeah.
Damn. This is the side we don't want it on.
This is good.
Nice. See how clean? We got her all cleaned up. Scotch Brite and what's that thing called? Die grinder.
Yeah.
Dudes, new bearings. We're about to get everything all cleaned up, lubed up, and then put the transmission in and put the bottom end back together. Then we're gonna do all our seals. Dudes, new bearings. We're about to get everything all cleaned up, lubed up, and then put the transmission in and put the bottom end back together. Then we're gonna do all our seals. So. Getting her all back together. And use this little thing. It lets me put the shaft through there without it wanting to come out. All right. We went to put this together, and I even called it before, bro.
Yeah.
The piston ain't even close. It's like 3 millimeters above the head. We got this 4 millimeter materials. We're gonna try it out. That's gonna make a hell of a base gasket right there, boy. With 1 and 1 on it. Mullet master, that's a full system. Now we're just gonna across there, and then we should be straight. Nice. Scat. Probably be stiffer if you don't. I don't know. It'd be easier to drill now, though.
Yeah.
On the other hand.
Come up.
Yeah, it'd probably be easier to drill now, so you can hold on to it good. Yeah. Y'all thought we were playing, but this is happening. And what you got here is aluminium and rubber composite. So it's pretty much a freaking gasket. That's a quad stack gasket.
Yeah.
It's like those ones you used to get back in high school, the real good ones. All right, we had some material laying around, and Orion went like straight up factory. He went to put on a CNC hat. Look at that. You got a rubber with aluminum composite. Pretty much, it was brushed aluminum finish. This is what she came out of. She come out of this. You would never think looking at this. That one side's brushed aluminum from factory brushed aluminum. It's some old sign material, but that's like a really thick rubber. Dude, if you got that, like I trust that more than, it feels just like that metal one, right?
Yeah, it's fucking sweet.
Except for probably more likely going to get an airtight seal on it. And it's like glued on.
Flex a little.
Yeah, it's glued on real nice. Show him the fitment over there real quick. Yeah. So, dude, all he had was a wood blade, so he had to clamp her down real good. Saw was jumping around. There you go. There's your spacer plate. You're welcome, America. And then gaskets, and hopefully this piston don't slap no more. Your measurement was 4? We wanted super high compression. That would probably do it. It's like she's just starting to pop. So we're about 1 millimeter away from where we need to be, boys. We're all out of. That's fully torqued, mind you.
Yeah, we'll send it.
So we got a mouthful of jerky over here. My wife gave me this jerky. I've been eating it. Dude, you're gonna warp your own spacer plate, bro.
Yeah.
Well, they line up pretty good. Now all we gotta do is take the sander, go all around the cylinder.
Paint it.
Even them all paint them all gray. Be straight. So we made the black spacer with the aluminum on each side of it, which is probably looks the best. I don't know what company made that fucking whack ass green gasket.
Yeah.
Orion made the blue. So, you know, and now it looks like we'll only barely hit the head.
You quiet it down a little. We'll be so happy.
I came here for smash head. That's top of the stroke.
Put it down there.
Don't touch the head at all. Plenty of room. All rebuilt. Whew. We got our Partzilla order in. The little springs and caps for the shift selector, the nut and washer for that bad boy. That or this little lock washer for the clutch. Got a flywheel nut and a keyway and a mystery washer. Fun. All right, dude. So we got the new, I think it's a pancake bearing and ball in there, all lubed up. Honda OEMs. Now we're gonna just slap all this crapola on. Slap it in. All right, put the cover on.
All right, let's go.
These have been sitting aside for a while. Check this little divider out, guys. Makes it easy. Got your springs in there, nuts, washers, then the cover bolts, and that's that. So we got this 250R. Needs a lot of work. We went over to the shed and found these are all 250R parts that we're gonna use. Carb pipe, grab bar, some nets, radiator shrouds, thumb throttle. There's some other stuff in here. This is a box of stuff that the guy had that came with the motor. Hopefully we find some shocks over here, bro. In this box. You mind grabbing her down? There's a flywheel cover and a motor mount. I thought I seen some shocks in it. It was like all the heavy shit. Let's see what we got. Cylinder head that's supposed to be in really good freaking original bore shape on the original bore.
Oh, I see some shocks.
Hopefully they're complete, not collapidated. Counterbalance. Is there two or just one? Nice, there's two.
Yeah.
They just need the bushings. I bet there's some bushings. Damn, you could print those too, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we'll just leave this here for now. Bumper. And so did skew. So we're gonna pull these shocks off because he was rebuilding them or something and ran out of zip ties, I guess. So what is missing from that? It's missing. How did he manage that, Orion? Oh yeah, this collar just slides on first.
Oh, yeah.
So he put it together and lost that, or I don't know what.
It's even got a slit.
Yeah.
Compress it and slide it on.
Yeah, just one of them. All right, so we got the new shocks. We got the other shocks on. We'll see the ones we pulled off. Check this out, boys. That was gonna be spicy on the first jump. Slams through the freaking plastic. So it's missing a little piece right here. This little collar that holds it. Andy's got the spring on upside down. Right?
Yeah.
So the spring goes the other way, down facing that. You know what? He's got that little collar right there.
That's
Or am I tripping?
Probably.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Looks plastic though. Do they have another one on the bottom? No, he's just got the. No, see it go. There's two pieces.
And there's this cover. It's right there.
Oh my goodness. Well, good thing you didn't rebuild the engine for us.
Yeah.
All right, dude. So on the back of your mount there, you got this little double donger. You gotta mash it in there.
Fucking mash. Gotta hold 10 washers in place.
Yeah. Say, but that goes in there and it goes to two mounts. Can you tell any difference between the up and the down?
Yeah, it says up.
Oh, cool. That makes it easy. I thought that said UP. So we need to lift the swing in the middle. Grab it back with you, boys. Nice motor, just changes angle completely.
Every bolt's a different size too.
So we got these in the back, got these in the front, got the one in the bottom. Oh, did you get the bottom one? Yeah, that's a bolt. About to get this thing all divvied up and maybe a little start on it. Who knows? Who knows? Dude, did he really do that to the back shock too, Orion? He damn sure did. Look at the back shock. Why'd you put them on like that? What's the point of putting them on?
So you can sell it and roll it around?
Yeah, roll it around. It'll be pretty easy though, because this bolt's already loose and this top one, and we can just leave the swing arm and everything else connected.
This one's on by 2 threads.
Damn it. We got to break in the motor, so we got time.
Yeah.
So basically, we got the shock we're taking out of here, and we're hoping that he has everything there just in the wrong order. Kind of like this front one was a little bit. What do we see over here? Shit. I mean, that's probably clapped in.
Yeah. Leaf it over it.
So now I believe the spring goes on, and that thing, it's still missing one piece though.
This is gonna be like,
Oh, you know what? So how would this work? We get those caps out, but then this plate would still be here. No, the plate will then slide over the thing, huh? Yeah. Oh, damn, you seen that in there?
yeah. See if it works. Got no leverage though.
I'm putting the vise.
Beat it in here.
You probably want to put it in the vise even if you're going to beat it with a hammer. The air hammer might make it easy. Remember?
Oh yeah.
What were we using the other day on that? Some kind of adjuster like that. Oh, that one nut in the, is it on a on that starter clutch in the Polaris? Remember?
Yeah.
Is that tightening or loosening there, you think? So we got the 450 spring off. The 450 spring is the same length, roughly, but the shock was shorter. So we're gonna use this red spring off of the 450 spring and the cap on the bottom off of the 450 spring. And I think that's gonna be that. And then that collar at the top, because this one's a little too small. If anything, we could take this one off, huh? Even if the threads are different. Yeah, but this other one has a thread on it too, this locking one.
Yeah.
Or you think it would just constantly get loose? We need two of them thread, yeah. We'll put a little tack on it. So we use the other little adjustment here to go in there because it's the same size as the spring. The spring was a little too large to go over this one. Like maybe it could have popped up, but now it can't. Use these pieces off the 450 shock on the bottom to mount it in. 450 spring, and we got her about a quarter way adjusted. So everything else, that's from the TRX, that's from the TRX, the whole core's from the TRX, so it should be good. So we're getting these coolant hoses thrown on since they're just sitting there looking at us. And then we're gonna throw the back shock on, then probably get the wiring harness. Guys, this was a whole box deal. This was a couple box deal. Big box deal, just in boxes. We did find some Nerf netting, which might work on this. Otherwise, we're just gonna use barbed wire. I got some old barbed wire.
Yeah, that makes the best.
Yeah, it makes the best Nerf. That's it. It lasts forever.
Touches your feet real good.
I'm gonna use some barbed wire older than this, so it'll match. It'll be a little rusty. Safer that way, because people will avoid, because people won't want to get tangled up in it, so they'll avoid it. So it only makes sense to put rusty barbed wire on it.
Yeah, keeps you safe.
Yeah.
Safety.
Yeah, they see it. It's like red means stop. Got a lot done on it today, guys. The front and rear shock fixed. Front and rear shocks. We went with the 450 spring on this one. Got the motor bolted in, sparking, all the wiring hooked up. The pipe on. Tightened a lot of stuff. I got some different wheels and tires I'm gonna put on it. And I gotta clean the carburetor and a couple other things. Got all our coolant lines on. I think we can start, we can try firing this thing up the next day I'm out here, so. After this project, I don't know. After this project, I think I'm onto that Tri-Z Raptor. We're getting back on the little Chinese ATV over there. Oh, we got some different front wheels on it. We're gonna need new tires, but the wheels look cute. And we're getting some coolant in it. And I mean, we're gonna probably try and start it here in a minute. Here in a little while. Oh shit. Then we're gonna ride it. Yeah. I'm gonna ride this tight. Man. It's got the whole thing. We got some coolant in it, some oil in it. We're about to put some air in the tires, get it off the table. Put some fuel to the carb and see if she's gonna run. Nice, dudes. Peeper. Got the aluminum grab bar. About to pour some gas on her and test start it. Hopefully she's good to go. Good to send. We need to put a kill switch on first because I don't have a chain on it and this engine tries to start revving to the moon. I gotta make sure I get a good kill switch on it. Mix them up some gas. Put that little test bottle on it. That should be enough for a couple heat cycles. Come on, boys. Oh, nice kick on that one at least. Yeah, buddy. Plug that. Once she started up pretty easy, dudes, we're gonna run that bottle through her, get the motor to temperature, hopefully a couple times. I want to turn the idle up a little higher, just blip the throttle. It feels loose, like it ain't even pushing on the slide yet. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's that loose. Oh, ow. Okay. Ride this bitch later. We got a couple A-arm bolts we missed. There she is. Would you tighten these and that one right there? It fell out. Oh shit, the drain plug. She's vibrating a lot. It makes me wonder if the counterbalance is off by a little bit, but it started easy enough that I don't think it is. We're gonna take, after we run it one more time, and retorque all those bolts because we made that spacer. And we wanna make sure that it doesn't mash or something. It's flatten out. But it seems like it's holding all its fluids. That's always good. That's always nice, right? When one ain't just leaking fluids. We got 450 suspension on it now. The 450 rear shock and collar.
Big old bitch.
Oh yeah. And the 450 front shock springs. Wait, what do we do on this?
Yeah, the whole shock. And the wheels.
Oh, wait a second. But we didn't do the springs though. We just found these. So the front end doesn't.
Springs and the shocks. It had those white ones on it.
Yeah, so it was just an all-in-one. So those were off a 250R then, not a 450. It's just the rear shock that we did with the 450 spring, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Pretty decent. We're gonna freaking get all this tied in where it won't flip around and run it a couple more times. And don't mind that steering stem. It's not that bent. It's not that bent. That's the race bend. That's the aftermarket race bend. I gotta look into it. It might be aftermarket.
Low profile.
Cause it's bent too straight, too good back. Like if it was bent to the side, I would think.
Yeah.
It was an accident. Somebody, that's probably just a race mod. Guy had short arms. You know what I mean? So we need to pull it back a little further. This grab bar was in a box of some 250R stuff we had. I mean, we pretty much pieced this thing together from
Scraps.
yeah, and then had to undo a bunch of stuff to get back and redo a bunch of stuff. He put it all back together for us, about as good as that bolt slinging on the floor. So
Basically, you had to tighten every bolt.
yeah, and then the engine we had to take back apart. Lost a couple pieces, got a couple pieces. So we'll have us a part two of us ripping this thing. I'm supposed to get another 250R dropped off tomorrow, and we'll give you an update on this one, let you see it ripping and riding. I'm gonna get a new chain for it, some new tires. Hopefully that one I get tomorrow, it's supposed to come with another set of plastic. Hopefully I can use it on this and not have to buy a back fender, but we'll see about that. Let's get up in there. So we've got oh, that kicker gear's trying to come out on you. Oh, the hose is so tight, that's why, huh? I think our counterbalance is off a little bit, boys. Take the plug out. Oh boy. No, they're metric. Oh. Yeah, it's a tight ass spot, dude. We're retorquing these cylinder bolts just to be safe. Damn. It's like this wrench ain't that long. So it's got fresh oil in it. Got a little oil change because yeah, see that one was pretty loose, huh?
Yeah.
Because we had to do a little oil change because why, cuz? Oh, because the counterbalancer seemed fine. Maybe it's this upper motor mount is why it was vibrating so much, but you would think it'd make the frame vibrate more with that on there. So I've ordered some parts for it. Chain, clutch cable, bars, grips. I'm waiting until this other TRX gets here tomorrow to see if it's going to have the back piece of plastic I need and that other stuff. You want to turn on that fuel and try?
Yeah.
See what happened? Your kill switch. I don't think it wants the choke, man. Is your kill switch on?
Yeah.
Maybe it does want the choke. Who knows? Dudes, another TRX. This one has some classy mods on it. What here? What's this? What that? Huh? I got more in the shop. Look at that pipe, dude. So we ordered us a piston for that. I have gaskets. We're gonna get back on this one for a little while. What I've decided to do is use the red plastic tank and seat off of that on this one, and I'll use probably the back tires and find some different front ones. And then when that one's done, all this stuff, I'm gonna get a new set of back plastics for it that are black. I'll use these gloss ones and that seat and finish that quad. So that way we can finish this one today, rip it a little bit, hopefully. Nice, man. Not too bad. I think we can clean it up a little bit. I decided to use these red fenders on this. I'm gonna use that front fender on that one when we get done, and I'm gonna order a new black back fender for it. Getting this all together. Got that other one yesterday. I was hasty, dudes. Wasn't even looking. Look how he did me. I mean, we can fix it, but look how he did me there. That's not all. So I gotta fix those two mounts. And I'm gonna cut this one off here flush and grind it down and then make a plate to replicate it. And then might just end up welding a tab onto that one. Damn it. Now we're cleaning these brake lines out much as we can here. Got this line cleaned out. And then hopefully we'll have back brakes. We got front brakes. See it turning the handlebars. Now, you think it's that parking brake? Hey, instead of taking out the side ones, loosen this one. Damn, tail light works. No brakes. No brakes. What happened? Hey, look at it fucking busted. We'll just ride this one. We'll ride that one. We can ride it back in a minute.
Yeah.
Just kick the shit out of the brake lever too.
Yeah, right back. Okay. So
guys, what all did we do in this video? We got this. You seen that old boy dropped it off on in a couple crates, dropped like at the fire station style, like, you know, dumpster baby. Dropped it off. That's big city stuff, guys. Dang, dude, we rebuilt the Nerf bars. Yeah. Full rebuild on them. Restrapped them, restrung them. Those are the power bands.
Yeah. Got
the new power bands all around.
Red power bands.
Dude, we resprung the rear spring. We respringed it. Yeah, the 450 is. Yeah, so it's got a 450 spring. We can say that without. Yeah, it's totally sprung. We found some wheels out of my pile of wheels and tires for the front because I didn't want to order tires. We use these plastics with that quad I got right there. That TRX, which is going to be in the next TRX video.
Got brand new brakes. These are all brand new.
Oh yeah, rebuilt. And the C-clip was new. The wrist, or what's that thing? Snap ring. Yeah, it was new. New snap ring. It's got built fender brackets. Yours don't even got fender brackets, dude, so don't talk to me about those ones.
Yeah, just don't look under there.
We found those springs in a box. We Loctited the front bumper on because it keeps rattling off. Am I saying too much? I put a new master cylinder on it, some grips and bars. That steering stem's freaking, well, y'all know about that. A little bit of a tweaked steering stem situation there. Somebody took a good spill. We rebuilt the motor and custom fabbed that spacer plate. I don't see no spewage around it, so I think it's working. New air filter. I don't know. These tires came off of, the back tires came off of that quad. It's pretty much got her together today. And it does rip pretty good. We've this grab bar we found in a box with some parts I got on TRX a little while back. The tail light was in the box, it works. I think that muffler was in the box, wasn't it? That wasn't even the muffler that came with this one.
Yeah, I think so.
But it's pretty neat. The tank's off that other quad for now. So, and I got this one we haven't done a video on yet. It's ready to ride, but I'll get a video of it here pretty soon, going up on the channel as well. Every Tuesday and Thursday, all of December. Got you some videos coming. So, Orion was going ham on some trails in the woods, and then we just bled them brakes a little too. We built up too much pressure. Yeah.
Yeah. It's too good now.
We should have checked the compression on them.
Yeah, it's got a piston.
Yeah, that's like, need to run race fluid in that. Dang, dudes. The mothers did a number on those fenders.
Yeah, they look good.
They were pretty not red earlier. Damn it.
I didn't realize how different the tank is. No.
Yeah, no, it's orange. These are actually red for once. Guys, I appreciate you watching this 250R video. I've got another couple break-ins to do on it. It's really rich right now. I don't want to thin the jetting out until after the break-in process. So I'm going to get you some riding video of that quad in this video. Little CT port 265 build that we're going to do. Get up in there, dudes. Lots more videos coming. And I'm also waiting on a new snap ring for that back brake.